weird.
That's pretty cool. But there's multiple meetings though. There's multiple
Oops.
meetings.
Oh, hey guys.
That's all mine for commissioner. There's public works, public board commissioner. There's commissioner, which is not online on Google. I'm here to listen. I've spoken a lot in on this one year. The 3 meetings on this. I wear the fire department often. And I use them because,
Hey Gina, how you doing? Sorry, police was canceled. So fire starts at 10. They put everything now. I will speak to fire about this freaking fire lane.
smoke like from, fire or wood fire. They're
Annual research symposium. You've been busy. I know. It's like, how you been though? You've been busy. That's good. I guess busy's good. That's the new chief. I'm waiting on Laura. Hey Gen X. How are you? Sorry. They're all looking at me like I'm talking to myself. Hope everyone's doing good. Oh, you got a new bike? Oh, wow. We'll put up pics. That's exciting. That's awesome. What color? Good morning, Faded Joe. Oops, I'm in the way. Good morning. Black and versus. I want a pink one. So I guess they canceled police this morning, but they didn't tell the officers. Sergeant Clark was going. I was passing to come here. I passed Sergeant Clark going to the meeting. I'm like, what? Did they put it back on? They never told them. Hi, good morning. They never told them.
Hi, I'm here, but I guess,
Yeah, get me I want a pink one. We'll get Laura a goldenrod one.
okay, you want me to?
I need the trike though,
No,
or it could be in a little sidecar.
okay.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Shannon can't keep her TRs in. I mean,
This is open? I don't know if she'll fit.
Yeah, I'll open it for her. Hey, good morning.
good morning. How you doing?
I'm proud of you. Haven't seen you in
Good.
a
I
while.
know it's been a minute. You look pretty. I like your dress.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. And that's usually I'm at the. They canceled police. So I'm able to get here, which is good. Nice.
Oh, good morning.
Yes, that's what I. Exactly. I know these kids. Like, you know what? Like, I know officially you can't condone because they're younger, but it's like, whoa, sorry. But you know what? They mess with kids long enough, and the kids are fighting back. I mean, that's what they shouldn't have messed with the kids. Right? They hear all these stories. They don't want it, but they're not handling it right. If they would just sit there and ignore it, it would blow over quicker. But Shannon, they crack up at her freaking out. It's like, why are you freaking out? These kids are going to hurt you. But I know Kirsten's going to be like, oh my God, we're under siege, we're in danger, angry moms. Let me sign up. I'm going to sign up Laura because she's on her way. Okay. Just the.
Hi, how are
Hi,
you?
good. How are you doing?
Good. Is there somewhere you want to sit?
They usually just.
Specific?
They use no.
Well,
I don't
we-
care.
I can
Yeah.
move the chairs
Oh,
out of the way.
okay.
Do you mind being here?
No, that's fine. Wherever's easiest. And I have one more person coming, so she could sit. So, thank you, sir. Perfect. I need to give the card, huh?
You're gonna speak to me?
Yeah.
I'll give her.
Oh, thank you. I have the other person, yes, she's on her way.
Okay. I'll let you.
Thank you. Sapphire's the best.
Both of these?
They're always trying to, huh? Just to audit Ella and Laura. If I'm sorry, did I sneak? I got an extra one. Okay. Do you know what's happening with the lawyers that are looking at? I know that, well, they can't really talk to us about that, but it's up to each victim to pursue it. Like, they have to pursue their own case with the lawyers they need to contact. So we need to make sure and encourage everyone to do that. It's hard sometimes to get people to do it. They're kind of scared, but. I hope Laura gets here. This is. Oh, you did? Did they, I would say connect to Mona, because Mona's like the conduit with that. But it's interesting. I hope they take it next steps. They might be in an investigative phase. But I'll talk to Mona. I was just talking to her. I'll ask her. I also need any Los Angeles victims to get in contact with me.
How are you, Chief? Are you? Not that I know of.
I think they have almost a whole new board. Yeah, check with Mona, because she's the conduit with that one. But I'll check in too, because I want to know. But I need victims from LA. I just can't talk about it. I'll find it. You guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Can you see okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. Okay, good. Hey, Missy.
Oh, you know better than that.
I'm just gonna keep dealing with the freaking fire thing. think they got a new board. I think most of the council quit, the commission quit. Looks like new people.
Oh, that one. Oh, no, different.
I gotta keep a check on Laura.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. Might as well turn my ringer off. I've had that happen before. That looks like all new people. Yeah, man, it's like new people. I don't know this board. I wonder what happened. I had heard they all quit, but I don't know why. I hope Laura gets here. Hey, Miriam, how you doing? You know, police was canceled, but we got the fire. They start an hour later now. Hurry up and hopefully catch up. I haven't even looked at the agenda. I forgot to look at the agenda. From the city council. Hey, Agnes. Fire. There's the chief. It's a new commission too. So they haven't heard. Yeah, I figured I'll go anyway. I'll catch the fire because a lot of times I can't catch fire. And it's a brand new commission. Like I think the whole commission quit. Or most of them, so it's new people. Or Scientology would call fresh meat, which is disgusting, but happy Tuesday, elevator. It's the new chief. Lars is just on the way. Poor Sergeant Clark, they didn't tell him the police meeting was canceled. None of the cops knew. I had to tell them. It's so funny.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, the
Time
new one.
is 10 o'clock. My name is Marianne Hill. I'm the Commission Executive Assistant. For the purpose of this meeting, I will get us started. We will start with roll call. Commissioner Abraham,
I like the new chief.
Commissioner Conejo,
I like the old one too.
Commissioner Garfield, Commissioner Perez,
Yep.
Commissioner Regalado, Fire Chief Moore,
Here.
Deputy City Attorney Linda Nguyen. Here. And we have quorum. Fire Chief, if you can lead us in our flag salute.
Sorry, and I still cases.
Right hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to
Please join me in a moment of silence in honor of the past and present members of Los Angeles Fire Department who have devoted their lives to the protection and service of our communities. Today, I would also like to recognize the life and legacy of firefighter William K. Mac McOsker, whose funeral is taking place today. Firefighter McOsker was appointed to the department on June 10th, 1961, and honorably served the city of Los Angeles until his retirement on May 11th, 1989, from Fire Station 101. His commitment to service did not end with his career, but lives on through the many members of his family who have continued that proud tradition in service to this city. We honor his legacy, his dedication, and the enduring impact of his service. Now please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you very much. Please be seated.
Oh, really? What happened? I want to hear more about that later. Because she is in the process of doing it.
Commission comments, we can start with Commissioner Regalado.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you. Well, today, actually the last couple of weeks, I've gone to several stations, had the privilege of meeting so many different firefighters and challenges that they're having. The privilege of meeting also with the McOsker family and met with our firefighters and that are still in department. So pretty much as far as what I have and what I've seen, I'll be coming with later on. So thank you very much for your help.
Good morning. It's good to be here with all of you. This is an interesting and important opportunity for us to do a choice with a new majority, quite frankly, on every new member of the commission. There's a chance for us to go back and look at some of the challenges and the opportunities that are before us. And the role of the commission to really partner not only with command staff, but with firefighters in the field who are putting their lives on the line every day to take care of our city. Commissioner Regalado, I spent a good deal of time over the last couple of weeks out at different fire stations. I've been at 7 stations for several hours each, and spent yesterday at Towers looking at some of the challenges and opportunities that we have to really continue to build on the incredible legacy of the LA. As some of you know, before I came on this commission, I chaired the UC Board of Regents, the most elite public university system in the country, if not the world. Fire. But in order to remain elite, we've got to lean in to what makes us elite. And so at the university, we never shied away from having the toughest standards and toughest measures of what it took to be successful. And I think the same is true in terms of our opportunity and our obligation here, to lean into what makes us an elite fire department and what makes us capable to serve a city as complex and as large as the city of Los Angeles. There's a lot of discussion about resources and the fact that we're significantly and quite frankly, historically under-resourced. To have the same personnel that we did 60-some years ago, to have the same or fewer number of stations, when the population has grown to the level that it has, and when the complexity of the job has grown in the way that it has. So I think there's a huge opportunity for all of us together to look at the challenges and the opportunities that lie before for this department in a way that we can really lean in and support the folks who are putting their lives on the line every single day to serve this great city. And, you know, for some of you to think this is, the reason I'm having to say this collectively here is we as a board are governed by the Brown Act. And so we can't speak to each other outside of board meetings. We can maybe talk to one other member about something substantive, but there can't be even serial communication before us. You're going to see us as we lean in together, having a lot of these conversations just very openly, because the only way to address the issues, the challenges, and the opportunities that lie before us. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here.
general public comment.
You have 1 minute.
Okay, so,
So general public comment,
yes, general public comment.
you have 1 minute.
Okay, so, in December 18th, 2024, I had my son, Corbin Aaliyah. Pass out, the air contagions such as, aerosol, perfume, spritz, Febreze, cleaner, anything that is, suitable liquid or, spritz in the air causes me redness, and if it's alcohol as well, causes redness. And I noticed after I gave birth,
20
I read I saw a video, and there's white blood cells and red blood cells, and I've come to terms that over the years, my body has adapted to the allergens I'm allergic to. But after I gave birth, most of my blood flew out, during the birth, so now my blood is readapting to life, and I'm again extreme allergen. So that's something I would like all of you to consider for the public. Thank you.
Next speaker is Paul Scrivano. Good morning. What items would you like to speak on?
All items and general public comment?
Okay, you have 3 minutes.
The room feels a lot better today. It's a brand new day and a brand new commission. And I have a lot of heart now. I'm wishing you luck in Commissioner Regalado to become the president. I think you have the most skin in this game. And you are most intimate with the fire department, so I think that goes for, and plus you have most tenure with 1 meeting under your belt. But I wish you a lot of luck on becoming president, and I hope the other commissioners vote for Commissioner Regalado for president. I'm also taking heart with what Commissioner Perez said. I was at Station 69 the day after you were there, and they commented on your manner, your demeanor, and were impressed with I'm impressed, first of all, with the fact that you're not meeting with chiefs and politicians, you're meeting with the men. I have a very strong following with the men. I don't know the exact number, but it's thousands that see what I do, and many contact me. I've been to more stations than I can count in the past few months, and I get messages from firefighters, and more important, their wives. Stay on concerned with that. We have a huge about the men. They were more concerned about the special interests and, you know, what month we were celebrating rather than the men are being recalled. The men are facing CTO. They don't get to their birthday parties. It's a big problem out there. I would like to, and Commissioner Abraham, my polling to the men shows that this might be, we could reduce call volume by about 60% on average if we were to figure out the homeless problem and not have the LAFD be the homeless transport service. That's the job of LAHSA. You know what LAHSA is? The fact that we are not charging LAHSA for every pickup and transport, in my opinion, is a big problem. If I get transported, I get charged. Somebody needs to get charged. They're spending their time doing other things other than safety of the city. And I think call volume is going to be number one. Recruiting, returning standards of recruiting is going to be another big one. So I thank you for what you said, and I wish you luck, Commissioner Regalado, and to everybody else.
Thank you. Next speaker, Audit LA.
Excuse me, sorry. Hopefully sorry. I think. I'm fine. Yeah, it's great. Thank you.
Good morning. What
Good
items would you
morning.
like to speak on?
So kind of like everything.
All items in general.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Well, welcome, new commission and chief, and God bless LAFD. You know, you guys are and gals, everyone. I appreciate everything that LAFD does. I know that if I'm ever in a jam, no matter what it is, I know you guys will come. And so I'm very mindful of all you go through in your budget. So I do go to the meetings, and I do stand up for LAFD. But I'm asking real quick, but it's been an ongoing issue. Okay, with Scientology permits, foot open fire lane if they're closing the street. Scientology sadly feels that they are above the rules and above the law to do that. They actually, they get friends or different stations, and and the one, I'm not going to mention any names, I'm not blaming him, but said that, well, you know what, as long as we can zigzag through, they were okay with that. But that you can zigzag through, but then you'd be running over people to get to the place, because like on Easter Sunday, both sides of the street completely shut down, no zigzag, no entryway. And I had like a police supervisor watched my footage and said, there's no fire lane. I'm like, I know, I've been saying this all along. So, and I go to Bureau Street Services about it, and they're like, well, the fire lane is, even though it's their permits, they're like, well, that's fire department's enforcement. I go to fire department, they're like, well, that's a Bureau Street Services, permit. So it's true on both, right? It is a Bureau Street Services permit. They do have some level of accountability to it, but it is also the fire department's purview to ensure it. There are so many seniors, and I don't hate, whatever, I'm not against the people of Scientology. I'm here to protect them. There's a lot of seniors, including Miss Laura FM's father is in that building. It is a building that I feel would collapse easily under an earthquake. And I was a former volunteer firefighter myself. I take this stuff very seriously. And also it was Easter. There was so many children there. So if there was an emergency, it would have created mayhem. You would not have been able to get anything through because everything had, like, both sides were completely, and where there was no way to get any apparatus down there if need be. And the thing is, like, when do we care more about the safety of the Scientologists in that building, the public that is going to their events? Then, somebody has to look at us, and we got to stop passing the buck. I'm asking you to please work with Bureau Street Services, know the rules. You know there has to be a 20-foot fire lane, and please let's enforce it. We don't have to, bend the knee to Scientology's wish to just do what they want to do. Thank you. Oops.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Laura. Laura?
Good morning. What items would you like to speak on?
All of them, please.
Okay, you got 3 minutes.
Okay, I want to attach echo what Adele was just saying. I have major PTSD, so I just need a moment so I can. I was born, I met you earlier, Chief, I have hope. I was born and raised in the cult of Scientology, raised at the Blue Buildings as an infant baby. My friend Jamie Mustard, raised in the 80s, went through all of the inspections. We protest all the time. All these fake permit events that they keep getting on around, and we're trying to, first of all, get that street put back to North Veranda. That's another tactic that Scientology uses to infiltrate the city, is by renaming things so it looks like Scientology owns the neighborhood and they own the street and they own the sidewalk, and therefore protesters can't. I've seen my dad twice at the Blue Building when I'm protesting, and they keep putting on these fake events, putting up these huge fences to cover the protesters from being able to film for their own protection, but also to give you evidence of why they even have these events here. So I'm asking, if they're gonna have a fire lane, they need to have both sidewalks open. It said there's no reason for this corrupt organization destroying families who they won't let me talk to my dad. My dad tried to handle things with me because he's been in for over 45 years at the Blue Building doing this. He can't do anything else. He's mentally disabled. They don't believe in mental health care. They're against psychiatry. So nobody They're not allowed to report crimes to the authorities. It's against L1 Upper policy. You can't report another Scientologist to the outside authorities. So they deal with pedophilia, rape, all of that internally, and they never report it. Danny Masterson, he just got convicted 20 fucking years later after raping women that were Scientologists. Scientology knows about this. They're a criminal organization destroying people. Please open up the fire lanes. Don't let them shut down the street at all. If it's a community event, let everybody come. Maybe I would be able to see my dad and just walk by him to show him that there is love still. There's these two books, please, if you can, The Expert Witness and Child X.
Thank you.
Great job, Laura.
Our next speaker, Doug Coates.
Thank you.
And what items would you like to speak on?
All items of public comment.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Good morning, my name is Doug Coates, President of United Firefighters of LA City Local 112. And first off, congratulations to all new commissioners. I think we're happy to work with everybody here for our critical staffing shortages, to let you guys know what we're dealing with. As you know, the mayor released her 2026-2027 budget yesterday. While we appreciate not being cut, the proposed budget falls far, far short of what we actually need to make the Los Angeles city safe. The mayor's budget only funds 2 drill tower academies. After retirements and transfers to other fire departments, this isn't enough to keep us with the attrition, let alone grow our ranks. This department should be running 4 to 5 minimum drill towers a year to keep up with the pace, what's going on. We understand the city is facing difficult budget constraints, but the reality is that our members are being mandated to work overtime shifts on their days off just to maintain the minimum staffing. The LFD doesn't have enough firefighters to cover the growing numbers of emergency calls, period. And those calls keep growing. According to the recent news story, the LFD responded to nearly 17,000 homeless-related fires in 2025. Average 46 fires a day. That's more than double the number from 2020. As we stated before, this funding crisis facing the LFD has been decades and decades in the making. The city relies on overtime to maintain minimum staffing rather than filling these positions with new hires. This model is not sustainable. UFLAC is working with City Council and will be speaking at the Budget Committee to address the urgency of funding more drill towers and hiring more firefighters. I'm asking Chief Moore and the fire commissions to join us in this effort, as this is very important. Because we are moving forward with the UFLAC-led ballot passing November, but we can't wait until then. People get hurt, die. We need more bodies now. The citizens of Los Angeles and the firefighters deserve it of the LAPD. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker, Ryan Quigley. Good morning. What items would you like to speak on?
Good morning. All items and general
Okay, you have 3 minutes.
Good morning. My name is Ryan Quigley. I'm the UFLAC Secretary. And first off, congratulations to the newly appointed fire commissioners. We appreciate the time that Commissioner Perez and Regado have met with us, and we look forward to meeting with the new commissioners as well to go over UFLAC's point of view on things. So thank you very much. We look forward to building that strong professional relationship moving forward. I want to briefly discuss the impacts of recall and how we are filling our daily vacancies. And most importantly, how we ensure our members are getting the relief they need to safely and effectively do their jobs. While these are ultimately decisions between labor and management, it is critical that the Fire Commission understands what our members are experiencing on the ground. Around this fire department is declining. It is not just from physical exhaustion of the job, but increasingly from decisions being made that directly affect our members' work and home life. Just last week, we lost another group of vested firefighter paramedics to LA County, and that should be a red flag. The situation is not improving, and we are continuing to lose experienced, trained personnel. To understand the problem, we have to look at the numbers. This has always been the system that relies on overtime. We have never been a fully staffed department in any of our careers. On a typical day, we're dealing with approximately 250 to 300 vacancies. Our members step up and historically fill these positions with overtime, and has been enough to sustain operations at that level. But during peak times, such as summer months, holidays, those vacancies now will increase to 350, even the high 300s. This is when the system begins to break down. For years, labor and management have relied on a system called Coded Assign Hire, which acts as a shock absorber to help fill those gaps. It's not perfect, but it worked, and we made improvements over time. However, as of January 1st, the system was unilaterally removed. Without the shock absorber, the current solution being used is recall. This is a flawed and inefficient system, and it directly contradicts existing policies, which clearly states that recall shall not be used for routine staffing shortages. As of today, Tuesday, we have approximately 300 vacancies with nearly 50 unfilled, and despite that, today is also a day where many of our members are choosing to come together and honor one of our own LFD legend, Lane Kemper. Instead of being supported in that moment, the members are being recalled and forced to work another shift because we can no longer have the proper system in place to absorb those vacancies. We're in the department to find real solutions that fit seats, maintain operational readiness, and most importantly, protect the well-being of our members.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Rich Ramirez. Good morning. Anything items you'd like to speak on?
General public comment.
Thank you, sir. Jill, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Heck is that, Hawks? That's great. That was intense, but you needed to get that out. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came.
Thought I was
She
gonna
was-
miss it, so I was
I know.
running.
I thought you were gonna miss it
was
too.
like so high, and I'm like, and then you go up, and I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna call me next, and I was just like, I'm like, oh my god, I'm like having like a little bit of a panic attack right now.
But you know, mate, I think it's good.
But
I
I
think
made
that's
the
what
point,
maybe they need to hear.
and
that.
honestly, it's like
That was from
if
the
I have
heart.
to hold this trauma, then I can share it with the city that was part of it.
Yeah,
You
I
were
agree.
part of it, but like, it's not all mine to hold,
No, it's not.
or all of ours. It's
I think
not, it's
everyone
everybody.
felt that. I think everyone felt that. Like it's so
I'm
genuine, so
sick
from the
of it.
heart.
We're so sick of it. We've been
Yeah.
doing this for 3 years. Like,
Well, but this is a new chief now, a new commissioner. We're gonna have to really.
right when you said that.
I know. We're gonna have to. Yeah, we have to work a little bit, push it harder because I'm starting to see the problem. Everyone's hugs to
which
Laura. 3. No, 2. I'm
I
sorry.
was gonna say, and
I forgot we had to go back. Yeah, back.
yeah,
Oh, shoot, we had
and
to
they
go all the way
don't let
through.
us do it.
Hopefully we'll get public. I signed us up
I
in
probably should put
advance.
a sweater on because of.
If you're hot, yeah. This
Well,
probably around.
I was having a panic attack, a mini one.
Oh yeah, no, I
I
get
was
it.
like, oh, that's why I told you right when I
You want to
walked by.
squeeze in?
Oh,
I think we
come
can
on
make-
in. We don't bite.
Well, I mean, speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself.
I might bite.
She might bite. I thought you meant.
Yeah, that levity is like. Everyone sends you hugs.
Oh, thank you guys. Sorry, I was
No, never apologize. That was needed.
I was trying so hard to like not shake,
I think they need to see that.
like not my vocal. Like
I think they need to hear that. I think they needed to hear that and see it. It was so
I know,
visceral.
but it's just I'm just saying.
I know how
it's
you
super
feel, but-
annoying. I want to be able
Rox?
to communicate what I'm saying.
No, I know. And you did. No, we need 2.
Oh yeah,
You did. Yeah.
2.
No, next to it. The next one. That's 3. Oh, was that 2? Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, you did an
Like
amazing
open
job.
up the fire lanes, open up the sidewalks.
Well, we're
This
gonna
is
push
bullshit.
it, and because you know what, I got what it is now. Because I got the letter from Timo.
And it's like, is it not a community event? Why is there anybody being stopped?
Well, I think they're allowed to keep people out of their events. They're the ones who are doing
Who's
false
this then?
advertisement.
Scientology? Then it's false advertising.
Yeah, it's false advertising. So that's on
And
them.
where's the church and state
Because
bullshit?
the city's not gonna. Well, the city's not gonna require them to let everyone in. But they are required to keep an open fire lane, keep the sidewalks, or to enforce the permit. That's their job.
I know, but
They need to do it.
before any of that's
Go over
even
here.
approved, if it's shown that they are fraudulently using the permits,
Well, they don't make judgment calls like that, so I don't see them
Who
go.
does then? This is why they're getting away with it.
Yeah, well, they're allowed to have their events, you know, but they're not allowed to violate the permit.
But I feel like there's some ethics committee or something with the permits. I don't know if it's, I mean, they
Well,
relate to the
that's
board.
going to be the ethics is going to be the fact that they aren't enforcing it. They
Need to
enforce
hold
it for
that word.
others. No, yeah,
A little bit. with
yeah,
the
it's
wind.
going to rain. You know what I mean? So they're not allowed to make the moral judgments as to whether or not it's like they're a scam or anything. That's not.
I
Yeah,
was
okay.
smeared.
You're beautiful.
Did I smear my mascara?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
No,
smeared. I was
no,
like, oh,
it
this
must
is
be waterproof.
embarrassing.
I need to know that brand. Tell me that brand.
Oh, it's not waterproof because I hate some mascaras are so hard when they're waterproof to get off with. I feel like rub it with oil just makes me feel weird.
Yeah.
And then, but it's water resistant. So
Got
you're
it.
able to get it off with soap easily.
Right, but it's still-
not
but it
with
stayed, it
water,
stayed.
like with liquid. You
Yeah,
would
but with
have
salty
to use
tears, it
yeah.
didn't get rid of it.
I
But
know.
the thing is,
the whole time I was, but I didn't care. I was like annoyed that my voice was like,
No, you
I
sounded
can't,
really
like,
good.
calm this vocal thing.
no, I
down.
think you needed to be like that, but
Maybe
they
that's
they're not
what it
gonna they can't make the judgments because otherwise they'd have to say, oh well, we can't give the Catholic Church one because they like some priest smell of sweet, so they're not gonna get into the moral judgments of it. So the pressure point for them is to make sure they at least abide by their own rules and enforce their rules because that's up to I guess the public to fight back and say no, we don't want this nonsense here, like these kids are doing. Officially, okay. I know I'm not gonna encourage it because more because I'm scared for what Scientology would do to them. Like Scientology's crazy. Who knows what they'd do? But like the kids had enough. So there's the cops and city's not doing anything. They're taking matters in their own hand and having fun doing it. And like I'm not saying I condone it, but like at the same time, what does Scientology expect? You keep going after kids for so many years. These kids are fighting back. They're not taking it.
Yeah, and like
Hey, Mona.
I'm not trying to be a weirdo, but like I just turned 40, and it's like everything really starts to come real.
Yeah, it does. It makes sense. I
Every
know
day is
it's true.
important. Every day is important.
40 was a turning point for me too.
Yeah, it's like,
Like-
shit. Okay, I've kind of done all the fun, dumb shit I wanted. Like,
Yeah.
and now I'm like. not
Now I
fun.
wanna leave a
wanna
better
do the
world.
Stuff that's meaningful for me.
Yeah. And you
For
are.
others.
You are. So proud of you. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of this one. Yeah, I'm going back again. We had to go see all the hot firefighters and all their hot uniforms. All the hand. Even if they're not good looking, they look good in the uniform. So I guess Sorry. Where's Irish? I need Irish when we need to judge the men in uniforms. Good morning. Okay, guys, you get to go for a ride.
You guys